This session is about how to create a fishbone diagram. Creating a fishbone diagram is actually a two-step process. Step number 1 is to conduct a brainstorming session, and then step number 2 is then to create a fishbone diagram. Let us look at each of these steps. Conducting a brainstorming session happens to be the number 1 step before we create the fishbone diagram. When you're conducting a brainstorming session, you have to call the subject matter experts of the process together in one conference room, and on a whiteboard or a blackboard, basis the availability, you have to write down the issue that you're trying to tackle at the top as the headline. And then as a facilitator, you are required to let people in the room know that they are here to gather the root causes that are contributing to this problem. Once they understand the problem, you have to request all of them to start contributing ideas of what could be the potential root causes for this problem to occur. We have created an example for you. Let's say if I'm going ahead and conducting a brainstorming session with a team of subject matter experts right in front of me for an issue of high handle time of a call, then in that case, the team would come with a lot of different issues which I will write on the board. Those issues could be that there is an extreme surge in volume. There could be attrition of old people on the floor. There are sudden shutdown of systems due to which the volumes rise when the systems are up again. There is political unrest in the local area or in the city, and due to that political unrest, employees are not able to come to office, due to which only a few employees are taking those calls and the wait time is high, leading to high average handle time. Some of the procedures are not defined clearly. There are governance issues on the floor. Feedback is not given to the people who are taking call, so they are not aware of what mistakes they are doing. The processes are not standardized. So these are some of the total output that we receive once the brainstorming session is conducted. Now we have this data as an unstructured data. Our next step is to structure this data in the best possible manner. If you're using a generic fishbone diagram, it will have a common set of categories. These categories are generally called out as 5 M's. 5 M's stand for man, method, machine, material, and mother nature. So for example, if job knowledge is one of the root causes, then job knowledge is related to man. If processes are not standardized, then that is related to the method. If the file cannot be opened, that is related to the material. If the systems are slow, then that is related to machine. If there is absenteeism due to political unrest in the city, or there is high attrition because some other company has come in the same city which is poaching the employees of our organization, or if there is sudden shutdown of systems, all of them will go under the category of mother nature. We have bifurcated the previous root causes already in our next slide. This is how it would look. Now that you have bifurcated each of the root causes into these 5 different categories, it is time to put these root causes in this diagram. So you will write the main issue as the high average handle time as the eye of the fish. You would Define each of the categories as the sub-bones of the fish, such as man is one of the sub-bones, method, machine, material, and mother nature. And then there would be further sub-bones for each of these categories, which would come out of the table that we created in the previous slide. And finally, your fishbone diagram would look something like this. This is how easy a fishbone diagram is to create. What we are able to easily see is how high average handle time is getting impacted by various root causes. This is a perfect visual representation of all the root causes in one slide. Thank you for listening.